patient-doctor relationship going a little too far.
Ooh, Yaoi review.
A Waltz in the clinic. Tanao's heart is still on the mend after an upsetting breakup with another physician. The last thing he needs is a bratty son of a hospital bigwig telling him what to do. But will Tateno let his guard down before a sweet, special moment passes him by? A Waltz in the clinic swings and sways in time to the seductive rhyme of a surprise romance. Can a patient's dark secret be the key to healing the deepest of wounds? And will temptation take root and become a real-life love? Now, this one picks up exactly where another yaoi takes off. This is supposed to be a continuation of a yaoi I reviewed a few weeks back that was called A Murmur of the Heart, published by the same author. Now, in the awkward love triangle in that one, we see that they break up, and, well, that one of them gets heartbroken, which is Tateno, I don't remember how to say his name for the life of me. I'll just butcher it for the rest of the video, but he gets brokenhearted. He loses the man he was dating for a hot second, and it just becomes a very, very awkward sort of thing. Now, with this volume, it evolves straight from that moment. We see him crying as he sees the other two doctors walking in a kind of romantic way, and he is crying, and a patient apparently observes him. From there, that patient has decided to make Tateno his victim and seduce him and make him hurt more because he's hurting. And it becomes a more dark spiral love romance. This one is very much so a more tragic romance than the other volume was. The other one was very predictable. This one, on the other hand, predictable, but a fun predictable, a forbidden romance predictable. So the romance evolves kind of a standard way. A victim has been picked. They're going to groom that victim to become what they want. In this case, the patient's grooming the doctor. The doctor has no choice because the patient is his boss's son, and goes along with it until finally has enough and things snap and come to a head. And a whole bunch of dark secret kind of past things come flooding to the forefront, and it becomes a passionate mess where finally we are rooting for them to be together forever. And it's such a great love romance sort of thing. I absolutely loved this one. Now, it is rated 16+, and it really does kind of have that vibe that it should be a little more mature than that, but there's really not much bad about this one at all. There isn't really anything you see either, so it's just one of those where I'm like, about the rating. I would, however, really encourage this one. Normally I love the smutty ones, but this one being more of a fluffy kind of filler one is very good. It's a very cute kind of good, goofy romance. I really thoroughly loved it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. It wasn't a 5 out of 5 because for me to have the perfect romance, I want there to be some sort of cliffhanger where I'm hooked and then there to be a second volume. That's usually how you'll get a 5 out of 5 from me. But on the own, it is a great standalone yaoi. I read this one first out of the two-parters, and I'll tell you, I preferred this one 100-fold over The Murmur of the Heart. So if you guys have questions and comments, shoot them down below. If you have a friend that likes yaoi, share the video with them, and I'll talk to you guys later.
You like what you see? Then...
subscribe!